You're listening to Heather's Do Vegas. Join your go-to gal for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all of the inside scoop on Sin City.
Hey babes, welcome back to Heather's Do Vegas. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Heather Ashley, reporting live from our cozy little studio at the Bellagio Conservatory. Look at this beautiful display behind me. Just gorgeous. We're going to get into this a little bit more, but happy holidays, right? We are here. I mean, where's Sassy the pug intern? Because I need to get the presents wrapped. We need some hot cocoa. There's a lot to do, So, but we're back to business as usual, fresh off of our Thanksgiving break. I hope that everybody had a beautiful Thanksgiving holiday, whether you're with your friends, family, chosen family, blissfully alone, ignoring everyone. Hey, there are options. There are all kinds of options. No judgment. You do you, right? I personally did a bit of holiday traveling. And you know how it is. Sometimes getting out of your everyday environment is the reset you didn't know you needed. Whenever I travel, I swear I get these little moments of clarity, perspective on life, on routines, on what actually matters. And then I come home refreshed, renewed, and fully ready to take on whatever is next. Like, she's centered, she's moisturized, she is realigned. Yes. And Sassy, we're all trying to grow. You know, Sass girls to get in her 2 cents, but she's a little more judgy than I. She's a judgy pug. Babes, speaking of the holiday travel, I have to just put this out there because this topic came up before I left on my trip, during the trip, after the trip. And, you know, I want to bring my personal experience back to Vegas-centric discussions because that's, you know, part of what we're all about here. So traveling through Harry Reid International Airport, because I had second thoughts. I travel a lot of Southwest girly. So I am usually over at the, you know, the B, C gates in Terminal 1. And these gates are tired, crusty. Since 1998, your girl, well, I've been here even a little bit before that, but I will hand it to them. There have been refurbishments. They are refurbishing too. They're redoing the baggage terminal, looking better. It's not done, but it's looking better. It's looking modern, sexy, but there's so much to be done with those B, C gates. I did not fly Southwest this trip. I flew through the D gate, which I have not been through D in a long time. And it was so, when I saw that we were flying out of D gate, I can't even tell you, I was more excited about going through the D gate than going on the actual trip. That's how it's the point that it's gotten to. And they did the D gate years and years ago, but I'm going to tell you, it's been a year since I've been through there and it has held up. It really has. It's held up. It looks just as good as the Terminal 3, which is the newer terminal. And it blows me away how we have so many people that travel visiting Vegas through Southwest, Spirit Airlines. I think Frontier goes out of there. And those BC gates they're pitiful. And the point of all of this is not to just complain about how sad those gates are. And they're so crowded. I'm not claustrophobic, but I could understand how people could feel claustrophobic. And the point in all this is to say that this city is so fabulous. We pride ourselves on glitz, glamour, perfection, newness, all of it. Our first impression should be just that. And typically, for most many coming here, the first impression is that airport. And it just does not do us justice. So on behalf of humanity, I am asking Harry Reid International Airport to just step up the game, just through and through. Let's just get it all looking like the D gates. Okay, that's it. Vegas, let's give Vegas the entrance she deserves, right? Hashtag the entrance she deserves. Okay, thank you. for coming to my TED Talk. All right, enough of the airport slander. Okay, let's talk about something even more important, television. Yes, our favorite shows. So I was really out of commission for about a week and a half on the TV. And in preparation for this episode, I was like, got home, finally able to like really reconnect with the world. And I was feverishly trying to catch up on some shows. So I got caught up with my Dancing with the Stars. And you guys know I've been raving about Dancing with the Stars. I don't know what they have done to that show, but it is so good. It was the finale, and I fell back in love with the show. So good. Chef's kiss on this one. It's so uplifting, joyful, sparkly. Yes, Robert Irwin, he took home the Mirrorball trophy, and good for him, but I have thoughts. Alex Earle should have won. The women on Dancing with the Stars have to do so much more technically, and Alex just absolutely delivered every week. I'm not bitter, just disappointed in that. And then we have All's Fair on Hulu with Kim Kardashian and crew. This show is just, it doesn't disappoint. Like I said, modern day soap opera perfection. And the Sarah Paulson character, that's what keeps me coming back. I'm just going to tell you right now. She keeps me coming back every time. I mean, you would think she's maybe softening up, and I'm seeing it now. I finally finished the most current episode. I think there's some softness coming, but you know, I'm laying in bed, and the things she's saying, I'm watching the show, I'm clutching my pearls, I'm blushing ear to ear. I can't believe the things that are coming out of this woman's mouth. It's crazy. I am not going to stop watching. No, ma'am. I come back for more. Obsessed, 100%. Loving it. Loving it. I hope you're loving it too. You tell me who you love the most. All the ladies are amazing on that show, but Sarah Paulson, she deserves all the awards for this. I mean, I need to see some serious award given out to this woman over this role. Fantastic. All right. So speaking of festive and wild, okay, I heard about this on the news. According to Thumbtack, Vegas is officially the fourth most festive city in the country. We are right behind Austin, Dallas, and Seattle. Not sure of the order on that, but those were the cities mentioned. Don't know how Seattle snuck in there, but good for her. Good for her. Which, you know, brings us to the highlights of today's episode. I have Heather's best holiday events, shows, and experiences in Vegas. Yes, I decided I'm going to just compile the best of for you as quickly as I can in the month of December, rather than like piecing it out week over week, because I'm just, you know, I'm seeing kind of a lot of people putting together a list. And my list, I'm going to talk about each one of these. They're in really no particular order. I wanted to give a variety, but keep in mind, the ones I'm sharing with you also come from years of me actually visiting these, partaking in these events. So I'm going to tell you about the event, but I'm also going to give you some perspective of someone who's been to them over the years, not just once or most recently, or seeing somebody talking about it on TikTok. This is real, honest. The honest reviews. You know, I give it to you straight, guys. Come on. You know that. So Sassy, I will tell you a disclaimer. Sassy, the pug intern, has not attended these events. She is a menace in public, but she does support them spiritually. I'll tell you. She does have on her Christmas sweater. I should have brought her out for this episode. I will next one. I promise. I'm going to show you her cuties. She's got several cutie sweaters. She's a cute one right now. Has like Rudolph the reindeer on it. Yeah, she likes that one. Okay, let's get to the list. First up is Enchant at Las Vegas Ballpark, which is in Summerlin. Before I get into this, a little history again, because your girl has been a longtime local. Enchant has moved around the city. I went when they set up shop at Resorts World. So Resorts World has this vacant lot right off the property, and it's been used for a variety of things. And Enchant was there one year when I went, and I enjoyed that location because one, I think it's more centric in the city rather than it being in Henderson, Green Valley, or where it is now in Summerlin at the ballpark. You know, plus it's nice to, you know, have a chance to get on the strip if someone doesn't do that. Usually I hit the strip, as you know, several times a month. But I always enjoy getting out there and seeing what's new at the property. and then enjoying, you know, a restaurant. Of course, we did a great restaurant, and I went Thanksgiving week that particular year. Actually, I'm going to say it was Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, because we did a Thanksgiving dinner at the one restaurant. It's escaping me. It's the steak one where they bring out the box of steak knife, Carver steak. I think is it Carver? I could be right on that. They bring a box. If you order the steak, they bring the box of knives out, and I guess you get to pick, or they tell you which knife. At any rate, not my favorite restaurant, just sidebar, but they had amazing dessert there, really good dessert. Back to Enchant. Okay, what can you expect from Enchant? Now, this is an outdoor experience. They have this massive Christmas light maze, which is spectacular. Dress warm, dress warm. Ice skating, if you're into that, adults, kids alike, great ice skating. They have this really cool snow slide. I'm up for snow slide. I pass on the ice skating these days. I was never an ice skater. I was a roller skater for sure. Look, get me on some roller skates today. But ice skating, I don't know. It just didn't translate for me. So, and I thought of like breaking an ankle and not being able to work out. Are you kidding me? All right. The snow slide, get me on that snow slide for sure. The Holiday Village, so really cute. They set up little houses. Looks like a little village. You walk through. They have, oh my gosh, little cutie gifts and gloves and branded silly merch. When I was there, we bought these white gloves that had lights inside of them, and you can, you know, click it, and the lights have different cadences. So like they'll blink, or then they do like a pattern. They were super cool. I mean, had to get them. You can visit with Santa. They, of course, have food and drink. We got these really cute drinks. It looked like a big light bulb. And so it was turned upside down, and, you know, they had like a little screw top on it. And then, you know, they put the drink inside, had a straw. Again, had a feature where it lit up. And it was branded with Enchant. So of course, you know, it's like a little collector's item. You bring it home and have fun with it. You know, until summer, then you throw it away. Yeah, tickets are running $29 to $35. And I'm going to say this is the best value, I think, for your money in terms of the quality of the experience, the things to do, kind of what you get out of it. Check the website. Ice skating is extra. The slides, you know, everything's like extra. But just to get in and walk around, and of course, the pictures you're going to take are fabulous. Yeah. Mariah Carey's Christmas time in Las Vegas at the Dolby Live at MGM, Park MGM. Well, Queen Mariah, she runs through December 13th because, you know, our Queen of Christmas, she needs to get herself home. Yeah, because, you know, Christmas is her favorite time of year. She will be at home. So no robbing of the house on Christmas at Mariah's, because everyone knows she'll be there. She lets everyone know that, right? Oh, which side note, guys, last episode, I forgot to talk about, you know, our BravoCon. So several of the Bravo celebrities, I want to say it was Sutton, and there was one other from Beverly Hills whose homes were invaded, broken into, because people knew they were going to be at BravoCon. Trying to think who the other person was. Oh, well, anyway, it was Sutton, and I want to say it was someone else from Beverly Hills. But at any rate, it's just crazy. Okay, back to Mariah. Look, you know you're going to get the iconic voice out of her glam, just her presence, all the presents. It's just iconic. Her movement, very minimal. Don't expect some dance. Don't expect any moves out of that woman. Okay, you can expect her to glide across the floor with the help of some punky male dancers. Her punctuality, surprisingly solid lately. I think she likes to keep her residency contracts, so she manages to not keep us waiting for too long. Look, if you want a diva moment, this is it. Just don't expect cartwheels. That's what the dancers are for. I have seen Mariah in concerts a couple times, and what I just explained holds very true with her other shows. a holiday show that is not going to let you down. Next, I have the ice rink at the Cosmopolitan. And this is one of my personal favorites. They transformed the Boulevard pool into a gorgeous ice rink. There's falling snow, fire pits, adorable winter snacks. Think s'mores, grilled cheese, tomato soup, holiday cocktails. Walking in is free. Pay only if you are skate or indulge in the treats. It's a magical winter rooftop moment, and it gets better every year. I have been to the ice rink at Cosmo every year. No, I did skip 1 or 2 years. However, I did start going the first year it opened. It just was very exciting. Because it is at their Boulevard pool, which is outdoors, obviously. And they really have improved on this every single year. Most recently, I was really glad to see that they transformed one of the open spaces. They moved the check-in for ice skating and made this pop-up chalet, which I believe I was at Cosmo a few months back, and some people were visiting in town. And they were telling me that the chalet was up there, which I thought was interesting because this was like in September. But at any rate, the chalet is where you go, you can sit, eat, drink, and enjoy. The fire pits you do have to rent. They have online reservations for that, so check out the website. The music is fantastic. It's really upbeat. So this is great for families, definitely. The ice rink is on the smaller side compared to maybe some of the others that you find around town, because that whole outdoor pool space is not as big as the other resorts that are more expansive because of it being on their upper, like several levels up of the hotel. Yeah, so they don't have a lot of space they're working with, but they really do such a good job. And they have a lot of heaters around to keep you warm, but again, still bundle up. They had a really cute photo op area with a ski lift. So some of my favorite holiday pictures, honestly, are from the ice rink at Cosmo. Really cute stuff. Big giant Christmas tree. You can take pictures. So you can't miss that one. Next, I have the holiday cactus garden at Ethel Chocolate Factory. And this is like a real local favorite because Ethel is located in Henderson. Been around forever and a day, and they've been decorating their cactus garden forever and a day. And it has improved over the years, certainly. Got bigger and better to keep people coming with all the competition that's grown over the years, quite frankly. It's very charming. It's no charge to walk through. They have iconic hot chocolate. You've got to do the hot chocolate for sure. You get to tour the chocolate factory, and they give you a free little chocolate at the end, which is, always yummy. So I love it. It's a good one. A lot of great places to take pictures as well. Kids, adults. Yeah, you got to hit that one, especially if you're in the Henderson area. Yeah, there's no reason to not see that. Next, this is a new one. Yeah, this is new for Vegas this year. Leona Lewis's holiday show. So Leona Lewis, fabulous singer. I believe she came out of the show, not The Voice, America's Got Talent. I think she came out of one of those shows years and years ago. And her vocals are heavenly. Really just an amazing talent, this woman. She's just like really like an elegant, cozy. She does have that kind of Mariah vibe in terms of, she's not going to be going out there giving you Jenny from the Block. She is, she's going to stand there and sing and let the backup dancers do the work. But yeah, this is just she's like an angelic Christmas goddess descending onto the strip. And I'm going to tell you too, she has a great song, Christmas song called One More Sleep, which in my opinion is so underrated. She's underrated. The song is so underrated. Look, it's never going to beat out All I Want for Christmas by our Queen Mariah, but this is for sure right there, coming in at number 2 for me. Love that song, One More Sleep. The cutest song, super underrated. Next, Magical Forest at Opportunity Village. A Vegas classic, again, been around forever and a day outdoors at the Opportunity Village campus, if you will. I'm going to call it the campus. And the highlight of this is the Forest Express train. Really cute. Hopping on the little train, takes you all around to visit the twinkling lights, the village, all of the trees that are individually decorated by different companies. They have mini golf, which is cutie cute. Midway games, seasonal treats, a giant 50-foot avalanche slide. And I didn't know this. I was reading up on it. They have a beer garden on select nights. Not every night, folks. Select nights. So make sure you are checking their website for that. What else? So the decorated trees sponsored by local businesses. This is cool because I actually did this for a company I worked for where we went in, we sponsored one of the trees, and you brand it. And it's really cool to see companies around Vegas and what they do with the tree and how they brand it, according to their company, it's really nice. And then it's great for the employees to go out and check it out. And again, you're supporting Opportunity Village, which is kind of nice. Another nice aspect is supporting a local nonprofit with that one. Festive and meaningful. Next, I have Winter Wonderland at Fontainebleau. And since the new Fontainebleau opened, they have been, really leaning in hard in holiday glam. This is not the first year. Is this year two? Year two, maybe year three. Well, maybe we're going into year three. But think, like just really oversized ornaments, just high fashion, snowfall, luxury photo ops everywhere you turn. They have great music playing, ice rink. Now this is a larger ice rink, so you have a little more room to move around. Just, super chic cocktails, aesthetics. This is at their outdoor pool area, which is a large area. So you do have a lot more room to move around. It's free to get in. They do want you to sign up for their loyalty program to get in, which I did, or had been part of the loyalty program. But when I went, quite frankly, no one even was checking anything. You just walked right through the door. The only time, you're paying for something is if you do rent the skates to do ice skating, or if you buy drinks. They set up their outdoor bars so you can get drinks and food. They do have the fire pits that you can rent. And something that I did not see at Cosmo, because I think that they're challenged on room space for this, are those cute igloos that you can see through the igloo, and you can sit inside and have your drinks and food, and they keep you warmer. But a lot of great photos to be had. You can launch your situationship there. I would say it's a great holiday date location too. And then of course, just, walking through Fontainebleau. And there's something too about Fontainebleau that has more of like a natural holiday vibe, because it's their color scheme is blue. It just lends itself, I don't know, just has more of like a holiday feel to it. So I enjoyed that one. And then you could always piggyback and go to one of the restaurants, which is what we did. We did Poppy Steak. I've been to Poppy Steak a few times now, and that's a whole nother adventure on its own. Poppy Steak, love it. But make a whole evening of it. Next, of course, Bellagio Conservatory, their holiday installation, which is, again, my backdrop for today's episode. Free to go through and check out. I will say the drawback is that there's just so many people. You have to either go really early or really late. I don't know if they ever block it off. They maybe in the wee hours block certain areas so they can clean the floor, and maybe just check for like trash in the flower beds. But for the most part, it's open all the time, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. They always have like the signature tree in the middle, where you see a lot of families taking photos. They have a really cute train, a lot of toy soldiers, big gingerbread house. And one of the things I do like about the conservatory from a local's perspective is you park, the self-parking, and boom, the conservatory is right there. You don't have to trek through the casino or through miles of shops to get to the conservatory. It's right there, super close. Yeah, but this is a classic. It's almost like a tradition. You really want to hit this one up. Next, I have Holiday Village at Sam's Town, and this one's really, it's underrated and I think not thought of, but they really go all out to compete. And, you know, it does have a little bit of like Cowboy Santa vibes. And they have snowfall indoors. I mean, it's charming, kitschy. They have like the animatronic bear. It's been around forever, ever. You know, I mean, Sassy, she once tried to bark at the animatronic reindeer, and, you know, it just holds a special place for me. Special place. She's got a thing for reindeers, but you can't miss this one. Again, you know, this is free to walk through and take your pictures. The kids love it. I say hit up, you know, one of the restaurants there at Sam's Town, do a little gambling while you're at it. And yeah, and that Sam's Town's on Boulder Highway, right? You know, look, don't hate me if I'm wrong on that. That's what ChatGPT's for. Man. Yeah. So all of these, again, you guys, I have been to experience many times over the years. So I will not steer you wrong. There's many other fantastic things. I mean, I'll give like honorable mentions to the Speedway does like a drive-through light thing over at the Silverton, where they have the mermaid. They have a great, like a real cute holiday thing that they do. And really a lot of the hotels just have fantastic decor all over. So you can't miss it. You got it. And then of course the outdoor shopping centers around town, they always have some great holiday decor to check out. Yeah. But I will, if there's anything new that pops up, I'm definitely going to feature it on the next episode. So, you know, this isn't the end of my holiday adventures for sure. It's just, you know, we're just getting started. We are getting started. And you can see I'm in my snowflakes outfit. It has gotten cool here. It has gotten chilly. Like it, you know, feels like snow, at least for this desert rat. Feels like snow. All right, babes. Well, you know, Vegas is absolutely shining this year, whether you want, you know, the glam, cozy, chaotic, family friendly, or adult only. There's always something for everyone. And I'm here to bring it all to you. Yeah. So loves, you know, let's wrap it up for this week's episode of Heather's Do Vegas. Thank you for spending a little holiday time with me. Whether you're listening on your commute, wrapping gifts, or hiding from the in-laws in the garage, been there. Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, rate it with a friend, tell your hairstylist, whisper it to your bartender. Look, you know the drill. Sassy the Pug intern and I will be back next week. We'll be refreshed, caffeinated, and ready for all the Vegas fun, pop culture chaos, and holiday sparkle coming your way. So until then, babes, stay festive, stay fabulous, stay Do Vegas. Love ya. Bye.
This was a blast. Be sure to follow Heather Ashley on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Heather's Do Vegas. Share the pod with a friend, and don't forget to rate and review.